In the previous video, we saw how to organize our code and we did a pretty good job of organizing the code. Now, I want to show you something along the same lines of organizing the code. There is a way to optimize our styling. So I'm going to open this in Notepad. Now, if you look at our CSS file, we are using a lot of colors, but if you notice, a lot of these are repetitions of colors that we are using. So this color is being used here and here as well, and this color is being used here and in other places as well. And if you look at this one, it's used here, 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 and here. So there is a lot of repetition in this file. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a concept called CSS variables and remove all the repetitions so that we can assign the color to a variable in one place in the file and then use the name of the variable everywhere else to get that color. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about. So first I'm going to open a new tab and then just Google for CSS variable. And you'll see a lot of results and we're going to see the W3 schools result at the top. Let's click on that. So here we have a section dedicated to CSS variables and they've given an example of how things work traditionally. And here we have a version of the code as to how it will work using the CSS variables. So if you look here we have created a section called root and here they've given some variables and they've assigned a value to that variable. And wherever they need to use that color, they're just saying var and in the brackets, they're specifying the name of the variable. So if you look here in the normal version, we have this color being repeated here and here and here. So at these three places, we've got the variable blue. So what is the point of doing this? I mean, instead of repeating this, we are now repeating this var blue. So how is it any better, you may think? Well, the point of doing something like this is that now we have the color specified just at one place and in the remaining places, we have specified the placeholder for that value. So this blue will be used everywhere that we're using that color. Now, let's say that we want to change this blue color to something else. In the traditional method, we have to change it here, 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 and here. So all of these 5 places we have to change. But when we use CSS variables, we just have to change it in this one place and automatically it will change it in every other place that this variable is being used. So that is the power of CSS variables. So let's use this in our project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very top and I'm going to set up the root section. And here I'm going to specify primary color and then secondary color and then tertiary color. So we have like 3 colors in our project. So I've set up the primary color, the secondary color and the tertiary color. Now if you look at our project, I would say this is the primary color and this light purple is the secondary color and this background can be the tertiary color. So let's start with that. So if you look at the color of the H1 and H3, this is the primary color. So let's copy this and put it here. And I would say this and we could use this as the tertiary color. So now let's replace these instances with the actual variable name. So this one will be the secondary color. So I'll say var hyphen hyphen secondary and here var hyphen hyphen tertiary and this is also secondary. And this is primary. So I'm just going to copy this and put it everywhere that we need it. Okay, so we've covered all the spaces now. Now let's go to our HTML file and see how that looks. Okay, something is wrong. We have messed up the color somewhere. So the background should be, this should be tertiary. So I think here we had something very light. So let's try that. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so now we have it all working. So now the advantage of having it like this is that we can actually change the colors and play around with it to see which color looks the best. So let's try that. I mean, this purple is fine, but I don't think this is the best color that we can have for our website. So let's try some nice colors. So there is a tool called Colors, which is basically a way to explore colors. So I'm going to click on this. It's just colors.co. And here you can see a way to generate new colors. So here, if you hit spacebar, you can actually keep generating new colors. So I like this one. Okay, so we can copy the RGB values here and let's put it here. And that means here we'll copy this as well. And here as well. Let's have a look at what this looks like. Okay, we need to change this color as well, the tertiary color. So let's try to get this one. Okay. Okay, now if you look at this, it actually looks different. It's better, and the cool thing is that we didn't have to change it everywhere. We just changed it in one place and it reflects the changes everywhere. So now we were able to change the color scheme. Let's try a different color scheme. So let's try this one. Okay, let's save that. And now if you look at this, we've changed the entire color scheme of our website so simply. Okay, so this is a very cool feature, CSS variables. So I'll just summarize what we did just now. At the top of the CSS file, we added this root section where we specified the variables using this kind of a notation where we say hyphen hyphen and then the name of the variable and then the value that it contains. Okay, and everywhere that we're using this value, we will just use var, open parenthesis, and then the name of the variable, and then close parenthesis. So this way, we don't have to repeat this value everywhere in the file. We can just specify it in one place and then call the variable name and it will apply it there. So we can use the variable name however many times we need, and we can simply assign the value that we need in one place and it will be used throughout the file. That way, it's easier for us to update these values as and when necessary. So now if you look at our website, it looks really nice. I like the colors better than the purple that we were using. I think this one place is kind of still the same. Let's go have a look at what we're doing here. So here, yeah. So here we're using the purple still. So let's change this to var hyphen primary. So this is the problem with using something like this. When you're using a certain color, it's best to use it the same way that you've been using elsewhere. Otherwise, it can lead to things like this where we missed out this color because it was written in English rather than the RGB notation. So let's save this and refresh it. Now you can see that the color updated. So that's it for this video. Hope this was helpful. Please make sure to like and share this video and also subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for notifications. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.